So I just want to make clear from the outset, it's mainly a joke video. I probably realize that Ryan, the KKK Kinel here, is probably not Scientology man. Now, there are some bizarre things that Ryan, gonna be careful here, but allegedly lives in Florida, which is the mecca of the Scientology madness. And he does say quite a few things that would lean you towards Scientology. In fact, this one case was truly, truly baffling. So the main subject that Ryan is tackling is Rings of Power and how Tom Bombadil will be shown canonically. And even there, it's not a very good video. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But I just found it really amusing that at one section, he says something so hilarious. I'm like, well, that's really interesting. That reminds me of Hubbard for some reason, because, that's his name. So we'll get to the joke and to the thing first, and then deal with the more serious issue with Tom. But let's back up from it, and, good faith, maybe he just had a slip of the tongue, but I still found it very, very amusing.
Galadriel, whether it's Elrond, whether it's Celebrimbor, whether it's the Gandalf that's not really Gandalf because I don't think they actually have the fucking rights to him. They're doing everything they can to try to draw people in while subvert everything in the actual established lore. And it looks...
Again, I'm going to emphasize, I am joking, but yes, he called a canonical character in the mythology Elrond. It's Elrond. Oh, Elrond? I don't think there is an Elrond in the mythology. And I double checked. Yeah, he said it. He said Elrond. He didn't say the character correctly. But yeah, you double check. Apparently the D, he just missed the D. Like, for whatever reason, he didn't actually say the name correctly. Don't know why not. I think it's just bizarre that he has Elrond on the mind. I'm like, hey, why are you saying Elrond? I mean, there's also no real, interaction between Tolkien and Hubbard, even though they actually wrote during the same time period. There's really no evidence that Tolkien was aware or even into Scientology. So maybe he's doing like a really deep cut. Like, he's a super fan. He found the Elrond and JR. But no, I don't think there's a mix of JR and Elrond. I just found that hilarious. Okay, let's go on to the serious issue, which is whether Tom Bombadil will be ruined. And again, as usual, Ryan catches himself in his own lie because he said, they're going to change everything. And no, they said they really aren't going to change anything.
Now, he does go on to do some damage control and say, well, even though we're significantly altering the character, even though it's not going to be the one that you're used to, he's slightly more interventionalist, but only by a couple %. While admitting you're changing the character, you say...
So, the people actually making the show are saying, yes, they're changing Tom by 5 to 10%. Now, canonically, he's not really a part of these stories, obviously, but are they changing the core characteristics? He's jovial, he sings, he's got a blue jacket. Nope. Pretty much what we see in the books. The only big thing is he's supposed to have these very notable boots, but maybe he'll get the boots at the end of the show. I don't know. Anyway, so they're changing the character like 5%, and Ryan is like, they significantly changed. They admit they changed everything. Yeah, if you change 1%, it's the same as 100%. So that's some very Scientology thinking by Mr. Ryan KKK Kinel. But listen, I am not here to just disparage. Ryan does have a good side. He was for the Snyder Cut. He's also in Star Wars and actually has read a few Star Wars novels. I've read a few, but he's read a lot. So I'll give him that. I have to read more Star Wars novels to really fill up my gaps in terms of the canon with Star Wars. So that's his good side. His dark side, well, that's most of his material. It's just not very strong. But I just found it amusing. He jumped into some Scientology thinking, maybe by accident, or maybe in Florida he's reading up on old Elrond and is maybe just doing some propaganda for the church secretly. Again, I'm joking, but hey, anything is possible nowadays. I would not put it past him to do that. I mean, He's money hungry, he has no real morality, and he's pretty damn stupid. And he can't really seem to read correctly, so that seems to be virtues in a Scientologist, but not a genuine fan of Tolkien.